So how do you turn this garish looking cake to this pretty work of art which can make a beautiful present for a loved one? I swear if I received this flower vase cake as a present, you could have me. But that would be a challenge because I made this beauty from scrap cake. And if you want to know how I did it, stay watching. A little backstory as I begin to transform the cake. The original cake was created in a live tutorial where I was teaching beginners how to achieve simple decorations using edible paper. After that tutorial though, I saved the cake for other tutorials that would never happen. I'm a hoarder holding a number of cakes in the hope to use them later, but later is now and I have to discard the cakes to make room for others. So it's Valentine and I figured instead of just discarding the cake, I'll make something Valentine themed with it and cue in this vase cake. To turn the cake from what was to what I have now, I had to meticulously strip the cake of the layers of buttercream and the moisture-soaked edible paper. I also had to think about something I had to do for the new idea that required minimal effort, which for me was the vase cake. Besides carving though, which I encourage any beginner to do patiently, taking bits of the cake at a time, much of the work I did relied on using my bare hands and ganache. Creating textures on the cake made room for errors to be incorporated as unevenness and equally dimension. I did all this keeping a complete beginner at the forefront of the decorative techniques I employed to make this cake. Initially, the cake was just supposed to be a colored cake, but I did employ some painting techniques to finish it up because that was a spur of the moment decision, but I don't regret it. Choosing the flowers was also a beginner-friendly decision to make. Artificial flowers are easy to put together, and these had stalks that I could manipulate easy whilst also tying them together with a floral strip. Eventually, once the flowers were put together, they were pinned into the cake through a plastic dowel serving as a posy pick. This serves as a barrier between the cake and the flowers, which makes it food safe. Now I know I had Valentine in mind when I was making this cake. Valentine is gone now, but this cake makes a beautiful present for Mother's Day or any upcoming occasion. And if you're a lover of both cake and flowers, this is killing two birds with one stone. The full tutorial is up on the channel on the live format and also in long form for you to check and see all that I did to achieve this result. But for me, this particular cake is a heart of mine and I love it. But what do you think?